Hey guys, I'm Rob from Timeslider Gaming, and today we're going to go over what to expect and whether or not you should buy The Last of Us Part 1. Now if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. I'm all about teaching you how to get through the latest video games when you get stuck, tips and tricks, and more, so if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to get notified of my latest video. The Last of Us Part 1 was announced about 2 months ago and has been met with a ton of criticism. I've heard it called the most unnecessary remake ever. Is it even really a remake? A cash grab by Naughty Dog, and simply not worth the money by tons of people. I know a lot of people have already played the original, but some very young people weren't old enough to play it 9 years ago. Maybe their family objected to the themes of the game, but now that they're older, or maybe they're no longer living with their family, it's a different story. If that's the case, then now's the perfect time to play. For a first-time player, $70 US is a lot. However, it is a great game if it's your first time experiencing it. It's a wild, emotional ride that'll leave you heartbroken and devastated a few times. So if you're into action-adventure games with emotional storytelling, then go for it. Just remember that there are some horror elements that I know aren't for everyone. I left a link in the description which lets you buy the game for a whopping 0% off. No, it's my pleasure. You're welcome. I waited years after the release of the original and got the remaster for $9 on sale, but I was also a patient gamer, so it's understandable if you don't want to follow in my footsteps. I was also in college at the time, so I was too busy to play games. I can understand someone not wanting to wait that long. Therefore, for people who have never played it, I highly recommend it. Get it at whatever price point you can afford. For people who have played it, it depends. $70 is hard to justify when you already know the story, when you can literally play the game right now. Naughty Dog can add as much eye candy and new features as they want. It won't change the story. Unless, of course, they change the story, but it seems like they're trying to be as faithful to the original as possible, so I don't think that's going to be the case. If you enjoyed the story for the first time and haven't played it in a decade, then, again, I recommend it at whatever price you can afford. For people who didn't enjoy it the first time, it depends on why you didn't like it. If it was because the graphics seemed outdated at the time, which... then despite some of the awful marketing shots by Naughty Dog, it's actually pretty impressive overall, and I think it's worth a shot. If you played it but didn't like the story, then I wouldn't recommend it, but if you didn't like it because of the graphics, then go for it. And finally, there's a third group of people who I think a lot of YouTubers overlook when discussing this topic, and that is disabled people. According to the CDC, there are over 12 million people over the age of 40 in the United States who have vision impairment. I couldn't find the numbers, but I assume there are a decent amount who are under the age of 40. This is a huge demographic that more than likely couldn't play the original. Naughty Dog has said that there will be over 60 accessibility features, and this will give 12 million more people the chance to play the game. Of course, not all of them will be gamers, but that's still a lot of people, even if only 10% of them are gamers. And so far, I've only talked about people with visual impairment living in the United States. There are countless disabilities that prevent people from playing all over the world. These accessibility features will allow millions of new players the chance to play. For example, some of the accessibility features will allow people with motor skill problems, such as being able to hold down a button instead of pressing it rapidly. So if you're a gamer who can't play many games due to a disability, then this might just be the game for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give it a thumbs up so other people can enjoy it, and consider subscribing if you don't want to miss more content.